In this upcoming video presentation, we will delve into the profound principles of Stoicism and embark on a journey to identify 11 crucial elements that demand removal from our daily existence. And why the emphasis on silence, you may inquire? Well, esteemed viewer, silence stands as the cornerstone to unlocking inner serenity and genuine felicity. It grants us the invaluable opportunity to introspect, rejuvenate, and reestablish our connection with the self. By expunging these particular elements from our lives, we carve out space for personal evolution, mental clarity, and peacefulness. So what precisely are these elements that warrant bidding farewell? Throughout the course of this presentation, not only will I unveil these 11 elements, but I will also furnish you with profound insights and pragmatic strategies on effectively eliminating them from your life. It's imperative to grasp that while parting ways with these facets may pose challenges, it's an indispensable undertaking. For it is in relinquishing what no longer aligns with our path that we pave the way for profound personal development and a more gratifying existence. Prepare yourself to embark on a journey of decluttering your life and attaining genuine inner peace. Let us commence. Number 1, negative self-talk. In the realm of our inner thoughts, we often find ourselves engaged in a destructive dialogue, one that is shrouded in negativity and self-criticism. The power of this negative self-talk is immense as it erodes our self-esteem, diminishes our sense of worthiness, and hinders our personal growth. It is time for us to rise above these detrimental patterns and cultivate a mindset that is filled with self-compassion and positive affirmations. Renowned philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This quote serves as a reminder that our thoughts have the potential to shape our reality. Therefore, it is crucial for us to consciously choose thoughts that empower us rather than ones that sabotage our progress. Negative self-talk often arises out of comparison, self-doubt, or a distorted perception of our capabilities. To break free from these chains, we must first become aware of our negative thoughts. Acknowledge their presence, but do not allow them to define who we are. Instead, replace them with positive affirmations and nurturing self-compassion. In our journey towards self-growth, it is vital to cultivate habits that reinforce a positive mindset. Start by practicing gratitude, as it allows us to shift our focus from what is lacking to the abundance that surrounds us. Another practical tip is to surround ourselves with positive influences, such as uplifting books, motivational podcasts, or supportive friends. Additionally, engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment can drown out the whispers of self-doubt. Remember, we have the power to choose our thoughts, and by consistently replacing negativity with positivity, we can transform our inner landscape into one of strength, resilience, and self-love. Number 2, toxic relationships. We often encounter toxic relationships that can poison our souls and hinder our growth. These connections, plagued by negativity, drama, and disrespect, seep into our lives like venom, devouring our happiness and draining our energy. We must recognize the power these relationships hold over us and summon the strength to cut ties with those who bring us down. The first step towards freeing ourselves from the clutches of toxic relationships is to surround ourselves with individuals who uplift and support us. We must seek out those who radiate positivity, inspiration, and genuine care. Surrounding ourselves with the right people allows us to bask in their positive energy, empowering us to evolve into the best versions of ourselves. Remember, we are the average of the people we surround ourselves with. To effectively delete toxic relationships from our lives, we must also set strong boundaries and prioritize our well-being. As the profound philosopher Socrates emphasized, an unexamined life is not worth living. Take time to reflect on which relationships are toxic and detrimental to your growth. Be honest with yourself and gather the courage to detach yourself from these toxic ties. It may be painful and challenging, but your mental, emotional, and spiritual health are of utmost importance. Above all, remember that you have the power and the right to safeguard your peace and happiness. Number 3, unhealthy habits. Developing unhealthy habits can have a detrimental impact on our lives, both physically and mentally. Whether it is excessive drinking, smoking, or overeating, these habits tend to consume us, trapping us in a cycle of self-destruction. However, it is crucial to recognize these harmful behaviors and make a conscious effort to eliminate them from our lives. It may be challenging to face these demons head-on, as they have become ingrained in our daily routines and provide a false comfort. However, by accepting the need for change and inner growth, we become the architects of our own destiny. One practical tip for eliminating unhealthy habits is to replace them with positive alternatives. Rather than turning to excessive drinking or smoking as a means of coping, we can explore healthier outlets such as exercise, meditation, or pursuing creative endeavors. By addressing the underlying issues that drive us towards these destructive habits, we can fill the void with activities that nourish our souls. Another crucial aspect of breaking free from these vices is building a strong support system. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals who are dedicated to personal growth and well-being can provide the encouragement and accountability needed to overcome these challenges. As the philosopher Seneca stated, associate with people who are likely to improve you. It is vital for us to introspect and recognize the unhealthy habits that hold us back from living our best lives. Remember, we are not defined by our past actions, but rather by the choices we make in the present moment. Let us choose growth, resilience, and a life of positivity, leaving behind the darkness that once consumed us. Number 4, regret and guilt. Developing the ability to let go of regret and guilt is paramount for personal growth and inner peace. Reflecting upon our actions and learning from our past is essential, but constantly replaying negative scenarios in our minds only serves to keep us trapped in a cycle of self-blame and negativity. To break free from the shackles of regret and guilt, we must first acknowledge that we are human and bound to make mistakes. It is in these mistakes that we find valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. As the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." Our mistakes shape us, teach us humility, and allow us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Instead of dwelling on our past missteps, we should shift our focus toward forgiveness. By forgiving ourselves for our mistakes, we can cultivate inner peace and create space for personal growth. It is through self-forgiveness that we can begin to heal our wounds and allow ourselves to move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. In addition to self-forgiveness, it is also crucial to extend forgiveness to others. Holding on to grudges and resentment only adds to the weight of regret and guilt. The philosopher Epicurus once said, "Forgiveness is better than revenge, for forgiveness is the sign of a gentle nature." By practicing forgiveness towards those who have wronged us, we can release ourselves from the burden of carrying resentment and create room for positive energy and growth. Number 5, material possessions. In the pursuit of true fulfillment and inner peace, it is crucial to liberate ourselves from the shackles of material possessions that do not bring us joy or add value to our lives. We find ourselves entangled in a web of consumerism, constantly seeking to acquire more and more, only to realize that material wealth does not equate to true happiness. It is time to embrace minimalism, to strip away the unnecessary clutter and create space for what truly matters. In this age of excess, it is crucial to question our motives for accumulating material possessions. Are we acquiring them out of necessity, or are they merely filling a void within us? Embracing minimalism invites us to reflect on our true desires and prioritize what brings us genuine joy rather than succumbing to societal pressures and materialistic standards. To effectively delete these unnecessary possessions from our lives, we must first cultivate a mindset of detachment. We must learn to separate our self-worth from our material possessions, recognizing that our true value lies not in what we own, but in who we are as individuals. By adopting the philosophy of minimalism, we can reevaluate our consumption habits and consciously choose to surround ourselves only with items that bring us joy and add value to our lives. Practical tips for embracing minimalism include decluttering our physical spaces, starting with one small area at a time. By carefully examining each item, we can determine its importance and decide whether it truly enhances our lives. We must also question the messages propagated by advertisements and societal norms, recognizing that their influence may be leading us astray from our true desires. Slowly but surely, we can cultivate a minimalist lifestyle that frees us from the burden of excess, allowing us to focus on what truly matters: our relationships, experiences, and personal growth. Number 6, comparisons. Developing the skill of not comparing ourselves to others is a crucial step towards self-acceptance and personal growth. We often fall into the trap of comparing our abilities, successes, and appearances to those around us, which inevitably leads to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. However, it is vital for us to realize that each person possesses unique strengths, weaknesses, and individual journeys. Embracing this understanding allows us to let go of the constant need for validation and approval from others. A renowned philosopher once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." This quote resonates deeply, reminding us that constantly measuring ourselves against others only serves to steal away our happiness and contentment. To break free from the destructive habit of comparison, we must redirect our focus towards our own potential and self-improvement. Instead of fixating on what others have achieved or their perceived advantages, we should devote our energy and efforts towards unlocking our capabilities. By embracing this philosophy, we foster an inner realization that our worth does not rely on comparison, but rather on our commitment to personal growth and becoming the best version of ourselves. This introspective journey allows us to navigate life with a sense of purpose and fulfillment, unburdened by the constant need to measure up to others. Let us strive to cultivate a mindset that celebrates individuality, appreciates the beauty of our own strengths, and embraces the unique path we are destined to tread. Number 7, impulsive reactions. It is crucial to resist impulsive reactions when facing life's chaos. These reactions, driven by our immediate emotions and instincts, often lead us to act without thoughtful consideration, leaving us to regret our choices later on. However, by cultivating emotional intelligence and self-control, we can learn to respond to situations with thoughtfulness and calmness, transcending our impulsive nature. As the wise philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who cannot obey himself will be commanded." That is the nature of living creatures. These words resonate deep within our souls, tapping into our innermost motivations and urging us to strive for control over our impulsive reactions. Impulsive reactions can have profound consequences both for ourselves and those around us. They constrain relationships, hinder personal growth, and hinder progress in various aspects of life. By practicing emotional intelligence, we can gain a deeper understanding of our emotions and motivations. This self-awareness allows us to recognize the triggers that ignite our impulsive reactions and take preemptive measures to diffuse them. Moreover, by cultivating self-control, we become the masters of our own actions, no longer surrendering to the whims of our instant impulses. Echoing the wisdom of the renowned philosopher Epicurus, we are reminded of the importance of cultivating a detachment from our desires and remaining undisturbed by the absence of beloved things. While removing social media from our lives may appear formidable, it remains an achievable feat. It necessitates a deliberate exertion of will to withstand temptation and fill the void with meaningful interactions and purposeful pursuits. Let us not merely inhabit the virtual realm, but strive to exist authentically in the present moment, as elucidated by philosopher Alan Watts. By acknowledging the detrimental effects of social media addiction and taking strides towards liberation from its grasp, we reclaim our time, energy, and inner tranquility. Embracing the teachings of these philosophers, let us transcend the superficialities of the digital era. Together, we can foster a healthier relationship with technology and rediscover the profound essence of human connection. Through the act of silent deletion, we unleash the potency of our own thoughts and intuition, creating internal space to heed our inner voice and attain clarity and sagacity. In this manner, we assume the role of architects of our reality, consciously curating elements that resonate with our authentic selves. It is through this practice that we fully embrace Stoicism and find solace in the depths of our souls. May this philosophical discourse resonate with you, prompting introspection and contemplation in your own journey. Remember, Silence serves as a formidable instrument for self-discovery and personal growth. Thank you for engaging with this reflection, and until our paths cross again, remain steadfast and resilient.